See if anybody wants to come in and hang out. I got a little bit of time. Might do some busting. Not sure. If not, we can watch this on. You all can watch this on the replay, whatever you want to call it. Archive. See if anybody, if you come in, please say hey. Throw a little what up back there. Just wanted to hop on and have a little fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and bust this bad boy. 2022 Heritage. See if we can't get something good out of it. Adam Duvall, Jared Kelenic, Garrett Cole, Urias. Ooh, there we go. It's a nice one for the old PC. Jaron Duran, rookie. Max Kepler, Max Fried, Tristan McKenzie, Alex Dickerson, David Fletcher, Corbin Burns, and Robbie Ray. Both guys I wish I had on my fantasy team. Because my team is horrible. Tyler McGill, Brian De La Cruz, Francisco Lindor. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up, Jesse? What's up, Vogs? Nice little Shohei Ohtani comic strip. That's a cool one. Just doing some 2022 Heritage hanger. Just thought I'd hang out. Edwin Diaz. Oh, talk about the lows. They got Brandon Lowe. They had Josh Lowe. They had another Lowe. I can't remember who it was. There's a Xander, and on a Xander. That's cool. Now I got some GQ. How y'all doing tonight? Jesse, what's going on? Not much in the way going over here. Yeah, I saw 2 of those hangers, or whatever you want to call them, fat packs, and I bought both of them. The first one I opened off camera, nothing crazy at all. All right, Gleyber Torres, Tanner Houck, that's nice, rookie. He's doing pretty good this season. Corey Seager, not doing it. Ahmed Rosario, green. That's pretty awesome. And nobody. Guess I could angle it down a little. There we go. Kind of a weird. These packs, man. Some of these packs are really hard for me to open. I don't know if I'm losing dexterity or not, but I feel like the glue. I don't know. Me being a crybaby, I guess. Jerickson Profar. Ryan Jeffers, rookie. George Springer. Oh, there's a good one. Pujols green. That's pretty sweet. Josh Bell. Tarot of the Diamond. Dustin May and Jazz Chisholm rookie. That's cool. It'd be nice to pull an auto out of this. I think the last one I opened, I did pull an auto. Javi Baez, Andy Young, rookie. Steven Matz, Odor, Mike Moustakas, green. Do you get a green one in each pack? Oh yeah, per pack. Moustakas, Moose, Burrows, rookie. Did I put a rookie in there? No. And Laureano. I saw today that Miggy, or was it today or yesterday? I can't remember which was today or not. My days are running together. Miggy got walked, intentionally walked. When his 3,000th hit was on the line, and way to go, Yankees. Oh, there's a nice little Mike Trout. Wow. What's up, Card Closet? Mangini, what up? Vlogs, do you have any PC besides collecting? Yes, I do. I actually collect too much stuff. I got a side PC of that guy. Nothing crazy. I do have one auto. I got a side PC of like all the stars, legends, but I do Hall of Fame autos, Hall of vintage, rookies, slab vintage and slab rookies, and then a lot of stuff that catches my eye. What's up, Kevin? Man, what do we got here? We got 5. It only says 5 on my corner up there. Dane Dunning, DJ LeMahieu. That's going in a Yankee Lovers PC package. Go Mets. Hey, I'd rather the Mets than the Yankees, that's for sure. These Gypsy Queens you got to go through because there's like logo swaps, all kinds of stuff that you could do. NFTs. Get out of here, John. You're gonna make me puke on my own computer. Justin Bieber. Max Muncy green. This doesn't look like it's focusing on me. Jeffries, Austin Hayes. Captain. Let's see if I can get the focus on that instead of my face. There we go. It's a nice little insert there. 2 left. Yeah, I have 2, Jesse, the John Mangini collection. I actually started following that channel, This Card Life, I think, on Facebook. Zach Greinke, Bubik, rookie. Oh, it's a freaking. Where's Kevin? Hey, Kevin. You jinxed me, bro. There's an Adele. That's a good one. You jinxed me, bro. Franklin Kilome. It's a rookie. I don't know much about him, but he's a pitcher. There you go. Holden auto. Thought it would have been somebody I wanted. It's all right, Kevin. They can't publish it in YouTube. Here you go. Let's be the responsible live streamer. Well, how about we end on a good note? I pulled an auto. I can't complain. And I pulled a green Rafi. That's awesome. Hey, can't complain about that. For busting some modern stuff, ultra modern, whatever. I'm not up on these. I mean, I know it's ultra modern, but I'm with vintage and modern, whatever you want to call it. You guys will see here soon, but I got a LCS pickups video. Picked up our boy Ryan, Nolan, and Steve book from a card shop down here in Tampa. So I'll be busting into that. Thanks, man. I do like the Devers. I'm going to paste this here if anybody wants. They can jump in. I don't have a boatload of time, but I probably got like another 30 minutes, 20 minutes. John, will that air? Will they post it on Facebook before YouTube or both at the same time? Oh, wait, never mind. I just read the whole thing. They can't post it on YouTube until after it first airs. Gotcha. On May 20th. Dude, text him and tell him. Let's go. I'm going to leave that up until somebody else. Oh, they can't post it anywhere. Oh, what's the reasoning for that? Contract or, just not they can't do it without permissions or. So Kevin, is this dude any good? Have you been watching? Make it one thing better if he was a lefty. Or was a lefty pitcher. I'm going to get a sleeve for that because even though it's not my team, we still protect them. Know what I mean? Pack pulled fresh or pack fresh. Oh, dang, it's actually going to be on TV. That's pretty sick, bro. That is pretty cool. Can't beat that. I'm so happy you fell into that, man, or didn't fall into, or whatever. Set it up. That's freaking awesome. Guess we can take that off my crotch. So he is pretty good, Kevin. I was keeping an eye on him. He's a rookie, so. I don't know if it's just me, but the numbering on it, or lettering, GOAFK, just seems kind of funny to me. So anybody want to jump on? I don't have much to do. Valley Sports Network. I remember hearing you say that. That's pretty awesome. For those of you guys that didn't see my most recent video, which I haven't looked at the comments and stuff. Oh, he said, no, I just mean the Mets in general. Oh, yeah, I have no idea who that kid is. One of the dudes that just watches my channel, his name's Jeff Offut, just hit me up one day on Messenger and was like, hey, I got a card for your 68 game set. Because I'm trying to do the game set in PSA slabs. The grade doesn't matter, but this one's a freaking 7. That's amazing. That's my highest graded one. I still don't have the mantle, but I think I have I think there's 34 of them or 38 of them, something like that. I forgot the number, but I think I have 16. I think this makes 16 or 17 for me. That's a pretty dope card. I love that thing, man. Love me some vintage. I'm just looking at my frame. Wish I had more cord on my camera. I would turn it around and show the frame. But just looking at all my vintage stuff up there. Yeah, great dude, man. The guy out of nowhere, he's like, "Hey, I don't do videos, but I've been watching your channel for a long time." And he's commented a lot. I've seen the name multiple times. He's like, "Hey, I got this for your collection if you want it." And I was like, "What do you want for it?" He said, "Nothing. Send me your address." So can't beat that. I'm looking at my fantasy team. My fantasy team is garbage. I'm playing Jake right now. Oof, I'm losing bad too. I know it's a long time, or a long week, but it's not fun. Yeah, look through these GQs. They got like logo swaps and missing nameplates and color swaps and all kinds of stuff. I don't see anything special. It'd be sweet if the Mike Trout was a color swap. I mean, a logo swap. I think the logo swap where they move the GQ to the team logo side and the team logo side to the GQ side. I'm not 100%. I actually have never seen one. So that's why I always look through them when I do them. This is my last box of this stuff. So, I don't know. Is anybody in the mood to buy something? I got some stuff I'd sell. Otherwise, I'm just talking to the screen. Somebody jump in here. Come on, John. I know you got 20 minutes to spare. Just kidding. Thought I'd catch a little bit of some people, maybe just getting home. Oh, I just saw this one. A few people have already seen it. How have they seen it if it's on Bally Sports Network already, or if they haven't been able to post it anywhere? It's airing on Bally Sports, so they can't post it online. Man, I sound like a moron right now. I just don't know how TV stuff works. I post my stuff right away. It goes right up on YouTube. You want to know embarrassing? I thought when I went into the card shop today, one of the owners is like, "You been in here before? You look familiar." I was like, "No." He goes, "You look familiar. I've seen your face somewhere." I was like, "Oh boy." I said, "I don't know. I'm on YouTube." And he was like, "No, that's not it." I was like, "Oh, oh man." Thought I was getting noticed. He's like, "You just got one of those faces." Yeah, I just got one of them faces. One of them ugly faces. I don't have much else going on. If you guys see, I've been meaning to say it. If you guys see any of these mosaics of Rafi, or really any Red Sox, but I'm doing the Rafi rainbow. If you see any of these, let me know. There's like 33 different ones, counting the one-on-ones. But let me know what you guys find, because I only have like maybe 6 or 8, or no, I probably got maybe 8 or 10 already. No, John, I don't have your number. I can send it to you. I can send you mine on Facebook Messenger. I'll do it right now. All right, it's coming. Incoming. Incoming. You know who else is hard to get a hold of? I was trying to get a hold of Spidey for like 3 months. Trying to get his phone number so I can just text him back and forth. But I don't have his number. You know what? Hold up. I did find 3. Ow. Dang, I got taken out by my YouTube Hall of Fame card. Mother of pearl. Landed right on my commons. Good thing it was a Yankee that was on top. I found 3 of these, not 2 of these. I opened one and I only had 2 left. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm going to open it. What good does sealed wax do in my closet? Because it doesn't last. Maybe this one's got like a, I don't know, something in it. Yuli Gurriel. Alcides Escobar. Reed Detmer's rookie. Luis Castillo. Bryce Harper. There we go. A little Bryce Harper action. That's one of my small side PCs. When I say PCs, I got a binder with, I got 2 binders with like star names in them. O'Neal Cruz, rookie. Blue Bob. Luis Urias. Josiah Gray. This guy's blowing it up right now. He's doing good. Gene Segura. There we go. Vlad. Oh, man, I'm glad I opened this. Clubhouse Collection Relic. Game-used memorabilia. The relic contained in this card is not from any specific game, event, or season. But it's a good player. Hey! Hey!
Man, I felt bad for you.
Hold up. There we go.
I felt bad for you all alone.
I feel like royalty now. I got John on one of my streams. Oh my gosh. There you go. A little Clayton Kershaw action.
I thought I'd jump on and explain how TV works.
Thank you. Yeah, because I'm a moron and I only stream things.
Man, it's so hard with typing. I wish there was like voice interaction on.
Wow, you and me both, dude. You and me both. All right. I'm done. That's ending on a good note. Mike Trout. So yeah, explain this thing to me. What? So
the TV show is called The Card Life.
Yeah.
And it's the first TV show dedicated to sports cards. And it's hosted by Matt Strahm. He's pitching pitcher for the Boston Red Sox this year.
Red Sox, yeah.
Yeah, so it airs on Bally Sports Network. It's made for that. It's sponsored by Loop. So they have to, it's airing live. So I guess I thought he published it on on YouTube at the same time, but apparently he has to wait a month until it stops airing.
Okay.
Because I guess it airs for a month, and then he can post on social media.
Okay.
So it's exclusive to Bally Sports Network until then.
Now, is Bally, do they have like an app? Because I got rid of cable because it went through the roof, but we stream everything. So they have an app that you can download to stream?
I don't know. It's on. I actually have it and didn't even know I had it. And
really?
So I got to record it last night. It was on last night. So I got to record it. And W Vogs actually reached out to me yesterday at like 5 and said that he had just watched it. And I had somebody else reach out and say they just saw it.
That's awesome.
And I'm getting a bunch of subscribers today. So apparently it's airing.
Oh, yeah. So they've seen it somewhere. Had to be on there. That's awesome. Yeah, was really excited. And then I really didn't, like I said, I didn't understand. I saw you say it in your videos, and then I found on Facebook, I think it's the same name, this card light, and I subscribed to them, and then they explained it a little bit more in there. So I was like, okay, man, this is awesome.
Yeah, they published what they call a promo, but it's essentially the opening of the show.
Okay.
And they published that on Facebook. But I think he had mentioned, he said I gave him enough stuff to do a whole episode. So he had mentioned doing more of what we filmed in the coming months, because he only used like 10% of what we filmed.
Oh wow.
Which I was like kind of dying until I saw it, because I didn't know what he was going to include, and there were certain things I wanted him to include. I didn't know if he would, and not everything got in there, but they do a fabulous job. I mean, he does a great job with the show. If you're into cards, it's a good show.
Then that intro, if that's any example of what they do, their quality, it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, they do a great job. They do that. Matt, he does pack rips with Prestige Auctions, and they in this episode they're ripping Tribute. Okay. And they had there's a guy who lives in another part. The whole feature's on South Carolina. Okay. So there's 3 of us featured in addition to the pack rip, and the one guy lives in another part of South Carolina. And he takes old junk wax and cuts them and makes baseball card art.
I saw that.
Yeah, and it's featured in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
He has all these pieces. Like he'll make his Sandy Koufax rookie card is featured there. But he'll take old junk wax, and he has boxes and boxes of like 87 tops and stuff. And there are mixed emotions on that I've been getting that, about him cutting up cards.
Yeah.
And I get that. Like, I wouldn't. But, maybe if everybody cut up junk wax, it might actually be worth $0.25 again.
It might not be a junk wax anymore.
Yeah. Because I tell you, that's my theory. I think everybody that has all those boxes stored in their garage, they should throw them away so that they're more scarce and they actually have some value.
Send them to Mike to burn.
Oh yeah. Hey, I showed something on my channel the other day, and I don't know if you've ever seen this or if you saw the video, but did you ever see one of these? It's an Aztec schedule.
No.
From the early 80s.
Is that Tony Gwynn?
It's Tony Gwynn.
That's amazing.
I never knew that existed. It's so
no
cool.
way. That's awesome. That's one of those ones where he looks like him, but if you say it out loud, you don't know if you're wrong. You sound like an idiot.
Yeah,
I know he played basketball.
This is a couple of years before his rookie card came out.
Yeah,
I think 79-80 season. I think.
Okay, that's awesome. Where'd you get that at?
Oh, I just picked it up on eBay. You can find them. Okay. But as soon as I learned it existed, I had to get one.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you've seen it. It's like have you ever seen the Tony Gwynn Jr. Error Auto?
Tony Gwynn? No.
Let me see if I can get it out real quick. I got it in my briefcase of my good stuff. I showed a couple people, and they don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about it. I gotta find it. I just reorganized this whole thing. Here we go. So everybody knows Tony Gwynn Jr., right? That's not his signature on his dual rookie with Jeremy Remita.
Oh, no?
They messed up and they put Tony Gwynn Sr.'s signature stickers on this card.
Oh, wow.
When I knew that existed, I was like, man, I got to get it. You know how much I paid for that?
I didn't know that.
$12. $12 for a Tony Gwynn auto.
That's a steal.
That's a steal. It's probably worth double that now.
Well, I mean, probably, I think over time, his signature will probably be one of the more valuable ones, like for the same reason that Clemente's is more valuable, and that he didn't have the opportunity to spend 40 years in retirement signing stuff. Right.
Yeah. You really got playing days autographs from him and not much afterwards.
Yeah. Somebody posted a card on a Facebook page. They're asking $52,000. is a 1952 Bowman PSA 1, but it has an autograph of Mantle. It's a Mantle. Did I say that? 52 Bowman Mantle.
That makes more sense.
52,000. It's a PSA 1, but it's signed on the back of the card.
Oh.
I mean, these prices are just insane.
52 grand for a reverse auto. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it myself. I mean, reverse autos aren't exactly in high demand. And as far as Mickey Mantle, so it's a, PSA 1, so you're probably paying a few thousand for the card, and then, the other 40-some thousand for a back auto, really.
Yeah.
And this is a guy who made more money signing autographs than he ever did playing baseball.
Oh, yeah.
He signed for 30 years after his playing days, and there's certainly no shortage of his signature. You can get him anywhere.
Dude,
I don't get that, but that's just me. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't pay a third of that price for that card.
No way. I'd pay 52,000 for a PSA 5 or 6 of just the card.
Yeah, I mean that makes more sense to me. But
yeah, if I had,
I don't know. I hate having autos on the back because you can't display it, and
right.
You gotta flip. I also hate the double players. Like they'll have two good players, and you're like, well, which one do I display?
Right.
You got to turn it around. I never liked those.
One of my favorite stories, but one of the stories that always gets me, because I was a kid, I was probably, 9 or 10 years old, met Mickey Mantle at a card show, got in line, paid, I don't know, it was $5 or $10 to get in line just to meet him. I didn't get anything autographed. I just met him. I shook his hand and I left with my dad.
Are you serious?
I was young. I didn't think I just thought I was in awe meeting the guy. And I did the same thing with Ted Williams, like my favorite player of all time. I didn't get his autograph in his Ted Williams museum when it opened. I was there for opening day. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I mean, back then I didn't think about it, but yeah, I was just happy to meet him.
I know. I mean, Lynn Swann was like my favorite football player growing up, and I got an opportunity to go. He was doing a signing or whatever at our mall, and I don't know anything. I'm a little kid, and I walk in there, and all I had was my Little League hat. So I had him sign that because it's all I had on me. Never thought to bring something.
No.
I mean, I could have brought, his cards or whatever. And fortunately, they had a team photo there they were giving away that he was signing. So he signed the back of it.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful signature. And Lynn Swann, if you don't know, is one of his signature's tough to get because he won't sign. Because he feels like he's going to sign and everybody's going to turn around and sell it on eBay. So he just doesn't sign much.
Understandable. I mean, especially nowadays, people are trying to make a buck on anything.
Yeah. So his signature is scarce. Yeah. I don't want to say rare because they're out there, but you don't. I have one on a mini helmet too.
You don't want to say rare?
I don't want to say rare. It's too early to start drinking.
I watched a guy at a Rays game. Man, this was obviously before he passed. Bob Feller. They had him here signing just out in the little breezeway, whatever you want to call it, where the restaurants and stuff are, and the pro shop or the shop. And this guy brought up a toilet seat, not the seat part, just the lid. And he's like, he looks at him, and he looks up at the guy. And Bob Feller looks back down at the toilet seat, and he's like, "Do you mind me asking why you want me to sign a toilet seat?" And he's like, "You're my favorite player of all time. I want to be able to." He's going to lacquer or epoxy it, put a card above it, and epoxy the whole thing. He's like, "I want to be able to see you in the place I spend the most time."
Oh my God, you're kidding me!
I couldn't believe it. And I'm so happy he asked because I was in line, and the guy got I think 30 or 40 people around us just started laughing. And Bob Feller signed it, inscribed it Hall of Fame, inscribed it with 4 or 5 different stats. And he made it beautiful. But the guy, he's like, you could see in his head with his brain was turning, his wheels were turning like, why am I signing a toilet seat?
Yeah, it almost seems like an insult initially.
Right. And he's like, no, you are my most favorite player of all time.
Bob Feller, he's so underrated in the hobby and baseball. Now, you don't hear about him like you used to.
Right.
He was the first, Walter Johnson was probably the first 90, 100-mile-an-hour pitcher. But Bob Feller was, he was ahead of his era in speed.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't until he came along that, they made a big deal about the speed in which he threw. Now they changed the rules, or not the rules, but the way they clock a pitch these days. And that's why every pitcher on the planet, if you believe the modern clock, throws harder than Bob Gibson. Every pitcher.
Yeah.
Because now they used to clock it when it crossed home plate. Now they clock it when it leaves the hand.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, why do you think every pitcher throws 100 these days?
Right.
Or in the 90s?
I just saw a video of a 13-year-old kid. I think he was like 6'6" or something like that. Throws 102.
Yeah.
The kid looked like a giant. I don't know if it was a spoof video, because there was like a minute video and then that was it. So there was no comments or anything. I was like,
do you remember that Sports Illustrated? They did an April Fool's edition. And they didn't come out and say it was April Fool's right away. They showed some guy. This was back in, I want to say, the late 80s, I think, maybe early 90s. And they showed this young guy, and he was pitching in boots. He had like work boots on and a flannel shirt, and he was throwing like 105 or something. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I do. I remember seeing that at a card shop down here.
Yeah, so if you think about it, let's go back to that for a second. If you think about it, throughout history, there were only, a handful or two handfuls of players who were known to be able to throw around 100.
Yeah.
Right? Walter Johnson, they claim, may have.
Yeah.
He was a very hard thrower from all accounts and what Ty Cobb and everybody says have faced him. And then you go, not again, the next great hurler was Bob Feller.
Yeah.
And then you had Bob Gibson. You had Ryan Duran for the Yankees, probably threw 100. Maybe Bob Veal for the Pirates.
I remember Bob Veal.
And of course, Nolan Ryan. But, there weren't too many of them. And now they all do it.
Yeah. You remember, I shared the video the other day of Randy Johnson on my Facebook page, of Randy Johnson tattooing that bird.
Oh, that was hard to watch.
Oh my gosh. And they're just in like, what just happened? People in the stands were all just standing there like, what in the world was that? And they showed it on the big screen.
Well, the chances of that bird flying that close to the batter and at that precise moment, what are the odds?
And somebody not getting hit by that deflected ball, but it looks like the ball just went straight through it, and just exploded the bird.
Yeah, man, he could throw hard. Those big, tall pitchers, man. I mean, I remember facing the tall pitchers when I was little and playing ball, and they just threw, so much faster than everybody else. Yeah.
I remember I was a left-handed pitcher all through, from probably 12 years on through high school and some college. And I threw, my fastest was 92, and it wasn't as accurate as my 89, 88. I was more of a Greg Maddux, live around 86 to 89.
Yeah.
Back in corners. I had a good curveball. I tried a knuckleball and hit a kid in the face, and that was ugly. So I stopped throwing the knuckleball.
Well, 92 is pretty good.
92 is good. And I was going to say in 02, I tried out for the Rays. The Devil Rays at the time. They had an open tryout for a Saturday. And my dad was like, you got to go. I was 22 years old. And I was like, all right, well, my captain at the time, I was a brand new firefighter that I got hired. He was like, he played softball. So he's like, let's go out and throw every shift. I had 2 months to just get, warmed up. And I got back up to 90, and they clocked me at 88 on the day that I did it. But I got invited back for the Sunday. It was invite only the next day. And it was funny because they'd go behind your catcher who was also trying out, and they'd lift up your clipboard and they'd look at your name and say, okay, Jason, go ahead and throw fastball, curveball, change up, and then whatever else you got. And of course I had fastball, curveball, change up, and a slider because I wanted to show off. My slider was garbage that day. And they'd go to the next guy, no clipboard in their hand, and they say, okay, Anthony, go ahead and throw your fastball. He'd throw 2 pitches, they'd move to the next guy. So I was like, oh, he's getting picked. That's the reason they're doing this. They picked 11 people out of 450 initially.
Do you have a baseball handy?
Yes. I'll use this one.
Can you show us how you threw your slider? People
Well,
throw it different ways.
Yeah, it's going to be backwards, and I did like what was called a slurve. So I held my ring finger here, and I held it on the seam. And when I threw it, I twist in, so it'd be out for a right handy. So when I twist in, I kind of popped it down, and when I did it, it rotates a little faster, but it doesn't drop as much.
Well, how is that different than a screwball?
It's not.
It's the same thing?
Same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I had a knuckle curve that Mike Mussina, I watched videos on him, and he used to throw it and see the ring finger there.
Yeah.
And then the thumb, you loose grip the thumb, and when you throw it, you're not pushing it like you would a knuckleball, but you're kind of snapping it. That thing spins like half rate and drops. The bottom just falls out of it. If you have a good, if you're having a good outing, I'll say.
Now, how do you throw your changeup? What there used to be
I do circle change. I put my two fingers on the seams, and I lay my pinky down here, but then I circle change the other side.
Okay. In the old days, I used to throw on, messing around and stuff. When we'd play, they used to have the palm ball and the fork ball. And the fork ball was a nice change up. But I never hear of anybody throwing those pitches nowadays.
Like that?
Well, it wasn't that drastic. You would hold it here and then it would be the motion.
You slide it.
Yeah, you slide it.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was, I guess in the pros, they used to do all fingers because I got hitting lessons from Willie Stargell. And one of the things that I really remember him talking about was how to pick up the changeup from the pitcher's hands, because you'll be able to see his fingers sticking up at the last minute.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I stopped throwing the slider for a long time because I didn't dislocate my shoulder, but it popped out and then back in. Like as soon as I finished throwing, it went right back in.
Oh,
and
no.
I would try it. I was like, I would feel that tinge, and I'm like, man, I don't want that thing to come out and not go back in.
Now a slider can go in either direction, right?
Yeah.
See, in the old, I guess the slider was, I don't know. Like it seems there were some old screwball pitchers, and it's like whatever happened to the screwball, right? And they did a study back in 2016, I believe it was, because everybody believes that nobody throws a screwball because it's too hard on the arm. Well, when they did this scientific study, they found that it had no more strain on the arm than any other pitch.
Right. Well,
and you had guys like Fernando Valenzuela, Carl Hubble. There were a number of guys that just lived on a screwball.
Yeah.
And they were all good pitchers. And you don't see anybody throw that anymore.
No, not at all. And very few throw an actual slider, screwball, whatever. I think people live on the changeup and the curveball, and the people that have a curveball, like Rich Hill's curveball. I remember the first time I saw him when he was playing for the Cubs when he was a rookie. His ball dropped from 12 to 6, and I was like, this guy's going to have a long career. I went out and bought a jersey because I was like, man, I got to get something. And I bought a few of his rookie cards, and he's just an average pitcher now because everybody out there does it.
My dad taught me that pitch, and when I was young, and he called it was called a drop, but he called it a major league curveball.
Yeah.
Because that was the only place that, only in the majors was that ball thrown. And that thing would just go down, straight down the plate and just fall.
Yep.
And I remember one day they called me in to pitch, and I wasn't one of our pitchers. So I was an outfielder and batted cleanup. So they, called me in to pitch one day. So I'm up there, I'm throwing. I get this kid, and I threw that drop. And, nobody's seen that thing in Little League before. This kid wound up. He swung as hard as he could, and that thing hit the bottom. It hit the middle of the plate. I wish I had it on video. It was great.
Yeah. That's kind of how I got my pitching. I was 11 or 12 in, Little League, and I played center field because I was always been fast. And coach, our two pitchers that we had, one was gone for the day. He wasn't at the game, and the other one was hurting. So like, you want to pitch? I said, yeah, I'll pitch. So the next inning, that kid took my place in center field, and I went into pitch, and I just started throwing as fast as I could. I mean, as hard as I could. And I got ahead in the count in every single batter. I think I struck out like 6 people for the rest of the game. And he was like, I'm going to leave you at pitch, and I'm going to put somebody else in center. I was like, why? I like diving. I like jumping for the ball. I would time it to where I didn't have to run as fast, and then I'd have to dive. I want that, that highlight reel.
Well, being a Clemente fan, I wanted to play outfield, and I wanted to have a throwing arm. I wanted to throw people out. And so that's all I ever practiced. I used to stand in the neighbor's yard, and my dad would stand in my yard, and I would throw and hit him in the chest over and over and over again. Just and I used to love to. I wasn't that fast, so if I caught up with it, I caught it.
Look at Don's comment. I didn't hit cleanup. I was a 6th, 7th, or 3rd.
Yeah, right. He was probably the cleanup hitter. He's a big guy.
I was fast though, Don. I will say that. I beat everybody on my team multiple years. What's up, guy? We got some people in here. We got a card cutter, Garrett. We got Lefty, Drew, JP Wisco. Man, I feel like a royalty. Like I told John, it's not me that's bringing these
all
on.
the way from Japan.
It's you that's bringing these
collecting
people.
Those Menkos.
Well,
hey Jason, you have my number?
No, I Facebook messaged you mine, so you can throw me a text or whatever when you get done.
Yeah, I have something I want to send to you.
Oh boy! All right, through text?
Yes, through text.
Is it a picture?
It's not a Honus Wagner T206.
All right. Well, listen, we got to do this again. I'm on duty tomorrow, so I got to go get ready for work, get on my jump.
Okay.
But I really appreciate you coming on, John.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Always fun.
Yeah, and everybody check out his Valley Sports Network, and then it'll be hitting YouTube in about a month or something.
Yeah, getting excited for the National.
Yeah, I wish I was going.
I have some messed up roommates. That's my only problem. I got Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards, Don there, Lou Rock, Elite Hunters, James, and Bob Lewis, and George Diamond Yard Sports Cards. So it's going to be like a bunch of old men going back to college.
And I will tell you this better happen, because this is not a request. This is a demand. I want as many pictures, videos, whatever sent. Facebook, text me. I don't want to miss out. Like, I'm missing out. So I'm getting that FOMO, like, really bad. But I'm going to try to do it next year. We'll go next year. So,
well, Rick won't go live. He won't go live. So I told him he's going to go live in his sleep, because when he's sleeping, I'm going to start filming. I'll start showing cards.
I was going to say, what he don't know won't hurt him.
All right, man. Thanks.
All right, bud. See ya.